Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver, your host, and I want to welcome you to Stay Right or Be Left. This is the day after Trump announced his stunning tax reform. And the liberal Democrats, slave masters, are going nuts. The media is going crazy. The same old playbook. They're telling you, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for a tax cut? And by goodness, you're going to get benefits to the wealthy. The rich are going to get tax breaks. The rich are going to actually save some money. Really? That's the problem? That's the liberals' tactic, folks. That's what they do. Let's look at this first. First off, you don't pay. You don't pay for a tax break. The government does not own the money. They're not doing you a favor by giving you something. They're not giving you a thing. They're taking less from you. And we know it. You clowns aren't fooling us. We know the money is ours. You may get paid to print the money, but it's our money. And for you to confiscate it and then have us beg you to give back something, give us a break, or you give me a break. We don't pay for a tax cut. You cut your budget. We don't like the way you're spending our money. We don't like the way that you are stealing and misusing and making yourself rich. Talking about benefits for the rich. Being elected to Congress is a benefit to rich people. You cannot tax the rich. It's impossible to tax the rich. The rich get their money from providing goods and services to us. So when you tax the rich, all you're doing is taxing yourself. The rich will collect that money from you. So you're going to do $15 an hour at your local fast food restaurant. You're going to be paying $10 for a hamburger. They're not going to cut their costs. They're not going to cut their profits. They're going to make the same kind of money because you need the cars, you need the clothes, you need the services. They're going to give it to you. So when you tax the rich, it is the cowardly politicians' way of taxing you. So when you hear them say, tax breaks for the wealthy, you cannot give a tax break to the wealthy. Number two, about the wealthy, the politicians know if wealthy people have access to their money, if wealthy people have control of their money, everything they do with their money creates a job for you. Everything they do, if they just put it in the bank and leave it, you have money to borrow to buy your car, to buy your home, to buy that furniture. Your credit card that you're using is rich people's money that you're borrowing and paying our interest rate back to. But everything they do, they increase their businesses, they increase their services, they hire more people, they make new things. Everything rich people do with their money creates jobs for you. But that same money going to the government may not create a job for you. If you got $1 million here and a rich person can keep that money and the government can keep the money, you got a choice. The rich person will take that money and create jobs for you and your children. The government may give it to Saudi Arabia. The government may study the mating habits of a bat. The government may or may not create the money, and they do not create jobs. There are no government jobs created except serving you. So the rich people should have the money. The rich get richer, and the poor gets poorer because the rich people have found a way to create wealth. Rich people found a way to make money, and they repeat it. So rich getting richer and poor getting poorer, it really should be good news to you folks, because that way you'll know what to do and what not to do. Poor people, especially generational poverty, you're a third, fourth generation welfare recipient, you're doing something wrong. Not the system, something you're doing. Every successful person I know in business, everyone I know in business came to success by going through stuff, by preparing for it, by struggling through it, by making mistakes. Everyone. But poor people want to sit back and demand, like their royalty, demand minimum wage increase, not maximum wage. Demand low-income housing, not maximum housing. So this tax bill is going to put more money in the hands of working people. The idea of paying for it is foolish. The idea of telling the government how you're going to reward and pay them to give back your money is foolish. If you take that concept, if you start talking that language, you've already lost the battle. The second thing they say all the time, well, you know, we got a tax break. We have to have revenue neutral. Revenue neutral is their way of saying, as long as we can steal the same amount of money from you, we don't care what pot it comes from. What they are saying is that you have to put that tax revenue into a pot of money, and you take something from one, you got to add something to somebody else. They don't want any reduction in their income, in the government revenue. You have all the tax breaks you want, but shift that burden to somebody else. Do not cut the revenue coming to the government. They're saying they're junkies. They're crackheads. They must keep getting the drugs from you called income. Let's not have revenue neutral. Let's have government reducing their costs and waste. Let's start putting up a bounty. When I was a federal employee, a negotiator for the federal government, I saw waste come across my desk every single day. But I get punished for reporting it. Let's start rewarding that government employee to report the waste. Let's give him 1% of all the money he could save us by reporting it. Let's get 1%. Then you'll find the government reducing their money. The federal government is bloated. Everyone knows it. The services are nil. Everyone knows it. So instead of revenue neutral, let's neutralize the revenue we're giving to the federal government. We know it's wasted. Washington, D.C., Camden, New Jersey, highest school cost per student in the country and the lowest performing. $24,000, $25,000 a student in Camden, New Jersey, and you can't get but half of them to graduate? No. You're wasting your money. It'd be cheaper. It'd be cheaper and beneficial to the community to let that kid drop out as a freshman and give him the $100,000 it would take to educate him to high school, get that money to him as a trucking business, as a business that he could make a living. He could drive a truck across country and make some money. Instead, you're going to spend that money on teachers' unions that support liberal Democratic politicians, keep our kids bad, keep our money low, keep our attention low, our expectations low. We're tired of it. So this Donald Trump tax, don't let them put the rhetoric on you. It's your money. It's your cash. Just keep it that way. Last thing, folks. I'm going to be doing these videos on a regular basis. You may as well know who I am. I'm an old country boy out here in the woods. I work at home. I stay at home. I'm broadcasting from my home. You're going to hear my dog. Somebody pulls up my driveway. My dog will introduce themselves to him. If my kids want to play outside, you're going to hear the noise. I live at home. My wife lives at home. My grandchildren are here. So we're going to make some noise. But I am excited about talking to you about the issues because you're not hearing the news right except on right-wing news. This is Mason. Stay right or be left. We're going to go to freedom. God bless you.